We're most concerned about our citizens worn down by poor detention conditions. It is at least a relief that their departure schedule has been set. Local consular staff have completed interviews and begun procedures for voluntary departure consent. Let's turn to the scene. Correspondent Kang Young-gu, first, how are our citizens faring after 5 days in detention?
I'm standing outside the Folkestone Immigration Detention Center in Georgia, USA. The lit buildings behind me are where some 300 of our citizens are being held. They have already passed their 5th night and are about to greet the morning. As you said, they are clearly physically exhausted. Conditions at the facility are poor, and family visits already ended over the weekend. However, they are relatively stable psychologically, as they may soon return home under voluntary departure. Let's listen.
Did more than half of them say they would go? They all want and are hoping to return to Korea. Isn't there anyone who wants to stay? I can't share that with you at the moment.
This leaves open the possibility that some will remain, but the specific numbers and reasons are not confirmed.
The return date is effectively set, so our citizens likely know it as well. How are the concrete preparations for their return progressing?
First, we can divide the situation into inside and outside the detention center. Inside the facility, the preparations for return consist mainly of administrative procedures. First, U.S. immigration authorities finished issuing the alien registration numbers needed for the process yesterday. And because many were detained without their passports, the emergency passport process is also set to be completed soon. To support these procedures, the consulate will again visit the facility today to continue the return logistics. There are also preparations underway outside the facility. When they were taken into custody, they couldn't bring some of their belongings. LG Energy Solution, which is linked to this case, has voluntarily arranged to gather the detainees and partner employees' belongings and send them together to Korea on a separate flight. Because baggage cannot be loaded onto the charter flight, this is how that issue will be addressed. As you can see, our government and the private sector are working together to prepare the way home. Reporting from outside the Georgia Immigration Detention Center.